An avocado nursery at Gould's, Florida. No, you won't see any avocados growing here. It'll be 3 years or more before the big seed of this delicious fruit can produce a tree that will bear fruit of its own. Notice, the pit has begun to sprout. Planted in a special pot, it'll get the closest care and attention here in the nursery during the many weeks that precede transplanting out of doors. Through extensive crossbreeding, they've developed strains of avocado trees that they know will produce good fruit and lots of it. So rather than gamble on a seedling that may waste 5 years of costly cultivation and then prove worthless, they take the seedling when it has reached the proper height and graft onto it the bud of a stock that's been tried and tested. Expert horticulturists slit the stem and slide in the bud, wrapping it firmly in place. In this way, one good seedling of a proven variety can be used to produce half a dozen or more avocado trees, almost certain to bear good fruit. After the transplanted bud has had a chance to resume its growth on the new stem, the parent plant is pruned back. The fresh cut is painted to prevent sap from escaping. It's a new plant. Now it goes to the slat house, there to absorb just the right amount of Florida sunshine, water, and plant nutrients. A little older, and the plants, now small trees, go outside. At this point, they're ready to be reset in groves. So now they begin the slow, steady march toward maturity. And why are they planted so far apart? Here's why. Here are some mature avocado trees being harvested. It's been 28 years, though, since these giants were seedlings. Florida's avocado industry has been busy even longer than that, studying the crop, working over the soil, trying out new strains, opening up more and more acres, until today, the state produces more than 18 million pounds of the fruit each year, second only to California. That's in quantity, of course. We'll let the two states carry on their own argument about comparative quality. Big flatbed trucks pull up to receive the harvest of the pickers. The first fruit ripen about the 1st of July and the last the 1st of February. That's a pretty good spread for any crop. But the avocado growers are still experimenting with ways of preserving their product. The fruit doesn't take cooking very well, so it can't be canned, and for the time being, they're resigned to hustling the crop to the customers, fresh from the trees. Hauled to the packing plant, the avocados are cleaned, graded for size, and scrutinized for blemishes or imperfections of any kind. Even though a misshapen fruit may be perfectly edible, in fact delicious, it won't be passed by the examiners. The rule is only fruit that's perfect in every way. Avocados are not a particularly perishable food. They can take any ordinary temperatures, and their tough skins give plentiful protection against contamination. But they can be affected by bruises, so they're carefully packed in excelsior. The tops are nailed on by machine. If avocado production continues to grow as it has, this fruit before too long may be regarded more or less as one of the staples of the American diet. It's long since been just that in some Latin American countries, where it's sometimes called the poor man's butter, partly because of its texture, partly because of its dietetic properties. Here, though, the avocado has achieved its greatest fame as a salad fruit, prized for its delicate nut-like flavor. There are any number of ways to serve it, but here's how the true avocado connoisseur loves it best.